What if just one prayer could completely transform your life? Imagine if the reason your prayers feel unanswered isn't because God is silent, but because there's a deeper, more powerful way to connect with Him that you haven't discovered yet. We all pray at different moments in our lives, during pain, fear, or uncertainty. But have you ever paused and truly asked yourself, am I praying the way Jesus taught? Because the truth is, prayer isn't just about asking, it's about connection, alignment, and transformation. Jesus began prayer in a way that most people often overlook. Instead of rushing into requests, He started with reverence. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. This simple line carries deep meaning. It reminds us that prayer begins with honoring God, recognizing His holiness, His power, and His presence in our lives. When you start your prayer by saying, God, you are holy, you are my creator, you are my provider, something shifts within you. Your focus moves from your problems to His greatness, and suddenly your heart becomes more open, more peaceful, and more connected. But prayer doesn't stop at worship. One of the biggest mistakes people make is treating prayer like a list of demands, expecting God to follow their plans. Yet Jesus teaches us something far more profound. Your kingdom come, your will be done. These words remind us that prayer is not about changing God's will to match ours, but about aligning our hearts with His perfect plan. True peace comes when you can say, Lord, I trust you, even when I don't understand what's happening. In that surrender, you begin to experience a calmness that goes beyond logic, a deep assurance that God is in control. Another powerful lesson Jesus shared is about trusting God daily. He said, "Give us this day our daily bread." Notice He didn't say weekly or yearly, He said daily. This teaches us to rely on God one day at a time. So often, we're overwhelmed by worries about the future, our finances, relationships, and uncertainties, but God invites us to release those fears and trust Him for today. When you pray, say, Lord, I trust you to provide what I need today, and you'll begin to feel your anxiety slowly fade as your trust grows stronger. There is also something many people don't realize. Holding on to unforgiveness can quietly block your peace and your connection with God. Jesus made this clear when He said, "Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors." Forgiveness is not about excusing someone's actions, it's about freeing your own heart. When you release anger and bitterness, you make space for healing, grace, and inner peace. A simple prayer like, Lord, I release this person and ask you to heal my heart can begin a powerful transformation within you. Life is full of challenges and temptations, and sometimes it feels like we have to face everything alone. But Jesus reminds us that we don't. He teaches us to pray, lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. This is a reminder that God is not only our provider, but also our protector. When you invite Him into your struggles and ask for guidance, you're no longer fighting alone. You're walking with strength, direction, and purpose. Many people hesitate to pray because they think their words are not perfect or polished enough. But prayer is not about using fancy or repetitive words. God doesn't want a performance, He wants honesty. You don't need perfection. Sometimes the most powerful prayer is simply, God, I'm struggling. Please help me. And that raw, honest moment is exactly what builds a real relationship with Him. Faith is the foundation that gives power to your prayers. Without it, prayer can feel empty. But when you truly believe, when you trust that God hears you and is already working, everything changes. Even before you see results, choose gratitude. Say, thank you, God, for what you've already done. Gratitude shifts your mindset from lack to abundance and opens the door for even greater blessings. At its core, prayer is not just a ritual, it is a powerful, living conversation with God. It is where your fears meet His peace, where your weakness meets His strength, and where your confusion meets His wisdom. When you begin to pray with worship, surrender, trust, forgiveness, honesty, faith, and gratitude, you'll notice something incredible. Your situation may not change overnight, but you will. And sometimes that is where the real miracle begins.